Hi, I'm back in the truck, and it feels good. COVID, bye-bye. So, I gotta say, I saw this story where this kid told on his father to the FBI for storming the Capitol. There's a whole lot behind that I don't know. You know, there's maybe the kid heard his dad saying he planned on shooting one of the congresspersons. Yeah, you should do something. I heard he say there's some pretty radical ideas coming out of his dad's mouth. Whatever. I'm not getting into it. Don't know. And if none of that happened, then he's scum. Whatever. It could go both ways, right? But what he did say, what I heard him say was, all cops are bad. I do believe all cops are bad. I'm going to turn my dad into the FBI, but all cops are bad. And so if all cops are bad, I got a couple of solutions for you right after this. Okay, we're back from the fake commercial. And here's one of the solutions I have if you believe all cops are bad. And I throw this out to all the BLM people, all of the people who are criticizing the cops. Here's an idea. Be a cop. You want to make a change? You want to do something about it? Be a cop. If you can't be a cop because you decided in your life, previous life, that it was better to be a crook, and that kind of disqualifies you from being a cop, then shut your pie hole. You got nothing to say. You're not a law-abiding citizen. Then we go to part 2. But back to part 1. Be a cop. Shaquille O'Neal was a cop everywhere he played basketball. He went to the police academy. He was a sworn peace officer. He could make an arrest. Could you imagine being pulled over by him? He walks up to the car. You look I mean, that's straight a crotch shot. And you're like, Shaq? Is that you? Yeah, I got a ticket from Shaq. Cool. So be a cop. Do something about it. And don't just talk smack about the cops. Be a cop. That goes for you politicians. If you can't be a cop politician because you're calling to be a politician so strong, then this is what I suggest you do. I suggest you do a ride-along with your city cop every Friday for 6 weeks. Friday night. Do that. You punk sissy, you won't. It's easier for you to talk trash into a screen rather than do it. So go out there, do a ride-along. If you're too chicken to raise your right hand and carry a gun, or if your job won't allow it because you're the most necessary council member in your city or county, whatever, state, do a ride-along. See what they actually go through. Watch what happens to these people. Okay, part 2. Can't be a cop. You hate all cops. You think there should be I can't even talk. Cut. You think there shouldn't even be law enforcement or prisons? Cool. Sounds great. Why don't you go off somewhere and do that? Why don't you, buy a bunch of land, or move to a country, a third world country where they don't really have police, out there in the sticks, and do that. Y'all just fend for yourselves. Let there be no social order, no cops. Do that. But if you don't want to do that, shut your pie hole. You got no business talking smack when you live in a society where the accepted norm is to have cops. So you got one or two choices. GTFOH and go start your own little community with no cops like the Chads or whatever. But here's the deal. You don't get our water. You don't get our power. You don't get our infrastructure. You don't get the internet. You don't get any of the stuff that comes along with the society that has law and order. You got to dig your own wells. You got to find your own food. You got to do all that stuff. Or you can buy it. You can purchase it, but I don't know where you're going to make money because you can't work in our society because we have laws in our society. So go do those things. Comment below. Let me know how that works out for you, all right? Have a great day. Whatever.